Why has your dad started sharing his screen, Margie?
Huh?
Your dad's trying to share a screen. I will give you
Dad started sharing his screen.
Okay, Dad, don't share your screen. Stop. Hold
Why
on.
has your dad started sharing his screen, Margie?
Huh?
Your dad's trying to share a screen. I will give you
Dad started sharing his screen.
Okay, Dad, don't share your screen. Stop. Hold on.
Has your dad started sharing
The
his
screen is very neat.
Huh?
The screen is very neat.
Dad started sharing his screen.
Okay, Dad,
Oh.
don't share your screen.
Okay, hey guys, just because of the problems we had last time, please make sure you're
Yeah.
not
The
streaming,
screen is very neat.
guys.
Sharing
Hello?
his screen.
Okay, Dad,
Oh.
don't share your screen.
We need
Hey,
to make
guys,
sure
just because of the
everybody
problems we had last time, please make sure you're not
turn
streaming.
off your phones.
Guys,
Do not stream from a phone and your computer.
There are the blooms.
Hello, everybody?
Yeah, everybody listen up, please.
Because of the problems we had last week with the repeating and all the problems, that is
They're the
caused by
blooms.
somebody using their
hello,
phone
everybody.
and
everybody
their
listen up,
computer
please.
at the same time.
Because of the problems we had last week with the repeating and all the problems, that is caused by somebody using their phone, everybody, and their computer at the same time. Because of the problems we had last week with the
It's repeating.
problems,
Right.
it's caused by
I
somebody
think that's you, Holly.
their phone, everybody, and their computer at the same time. Because of the problems we had last week with the
It's repeating.
problems,
Right.
it's caused by
I
somebody.
think that's you, Holly.
If you have a screen that's showing the YouTube as well, you need to turn the volume off of YouTube if you've got Facebook on and YouTube. If you have more than one
A screen
thing
showing the
screening or
YouTube
showing, you need to turn one off or
turn
mute it.
the volume off.
Scott's the only one not muted.
Hello?
Holly, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Holly?
Yes.
The other thing that as I researched it is it possibly could be for recording, but we just have to figure out what the deal is because that obviously was starting again just now.
Yeah.
But more than
Now it's-
anything, I think if we keep everybody muted except for if it's just Scott and
Right.
Gershom, that's fine.
Right.
But that way we don't have to have any worry about that kind of echo.
Right.
I imagine that they should be on any moment now because it's after 8:30.
7:30. Well,
And we want all the
8:30 my time.
We want all the children to show their screens.
Yes. Is Jared Bloom a child or an adult?
Yes, Jared Bloom is the father of 2 children.
Oh, fantastic. There we go.
and then Jaime
Can
and
we
then.
get Sammy and Joseph to go to normal?
Yeah, Sammy, you guys just make your screen normal so it's not distracting. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I got it.
Cool. Thank you, guys.
I think as we go forward, if anybody wants to say anything, it's best to put it in the chat so we can avoid that echo issue. Scott, do you also want to remind everybody when the time comes about being patient with the feed if need be?
I will.
Okay.
I'm just hoping that he's getting on with us.
Well, we chatted just a few minutes ago, so I'm assuming that he will.
So glad to see everybody. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be starting very soon. We're waiting for our friend Shma Koleinu to join us all the way from Uganda. But he's, well, it's just, a little bit of a distance away. So, Okay, well, I
Kelly
think we're
Jones.
gonna, what?
Is Walker there?
Is who here? Who, what?
Walker. You can't see Walker.
Walker.
Kelly Jones has her video off.
Oh, there's Walker. Yeah, Kelly Jones and Walker are there.
Okay, I just
Yeah, I
can't
see
see
'em.
them.
We see you guys. We see
Yeah.
you. Scott,
Okay.
did you get my note, my message I sent you?
Oh, you mean message on the chat?
Yeah, on chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Welcome everybody. We are going to we're gonna begin with we're just waiting for our friend Rabbi Suzomo. But in the meantime, we are going to just begin with a little bit of singing, just a little bit, to wake us up and to remind us of why we are here for the beginning of Journey. So welcome to Journey. And this, I thought this was a beautiful African scene from Africa as we sing together Modeh Ani, waking ourselves up as we wait for our friend Rabbi Suzomo. Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shezarta binishmati bechem la rabba emunatecha rabba emunatecha Modeh Ani lefanecha melech chai v'kayam shechezarta binishmati bechem la rabba emunatecha rabba emunatecha. So glad to welcome everybody to Journey. We even have guests at Journey. We have kids, we have moms and dads, we have people who have grandchildren who are joining us, and we have just a whole group of people who are so interested in learning about the Abudaya, who are the Jews of Uganda. So I wanted to show you something. I'm going to change this shot real quick. Oops. Here we go. So this is a globe. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. And it's a map of the world on a circle, on a ball, like the Earth. And look where we are. So here, look here. So you can see that's where it says Journey, right? Because in Journey, we're right here, right down here in Houston, Texas, right? Well, today we're taking a journey with Journey, and we are going to go follow the blue line. Follow the blue line. Here we go. We're cutting. See where we're moving. We're coming across the Atlantic Ocean, all the way down to Africa. Well, and Africa is all of this big continent, huge continent, and in about the middle, but on the east side, right there is this country of Uganda. And this is where the Abudaya live. These are people who are Jewish. They're African, and they are Black. And about 100 years ago, their leader inspired his community to become Jewish. And ever since, they've been Jewish. And they have a rabbi named Rabbi Gershom Suzomo, who decided at a young age that he wanted to be a rabbi, like his father, like his grandfather before him. And so he became a student of Torah. I'm trying to see who's trying to get me to see if maybe, yes. So he decided to become a rabbi. And he went to Los Angeles, California. He brought his family to Los Angeles. And there he learned to become a rabbi. So as we wait on with us, I want to teach you guys how to say hello in the language is Uganda. And the way you say it is, repeat after me, Olio,
Olio,
Tia.
tia.
Right, Olio, Tia.
Olio, tia.
Very good, very good. And while we will hopefully wait for him to be joining us, I want to teach you a song that was inspired by the Abu Daya people. My friend Noam Katz went and visited with them, spent time there, and he's a musician. And he learned learned a lot of their language, and he learned their cultural, their style. Oops, I don't mean to do that. I meant to do this. Okay. All right, and so this is a song. It's called Am Yisrael Chai, which means the people of Israel live. And it goes, and then he wrote it inspired by them, and it goes like this: Am Yisrael Chai. You try that. Am Yisrael Chai, and then you repeat that. Am Yisrael Chai. So let's try that first part. Am Yisrael Chai. And then it goes, Am Yisrael Chai. So that's part real easy. And then it goes, Oh, Davinu Chai. Try that. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Oh, Davinu Chai. Any word from Gershom? Allie?
Nothing yet. I was actually just recommending that you text him because you have the
Okay.
app. I just
Texting him right now.
Right. I just spoke with him moments before and he said, we're all good. So maybe it's a reception issue.
So for those of you who don't know about connections in Africa, Allie, will you please tell them the difficulty they have in connecting?
Yes. So when Rabbi Scott and I met with him last week, they really don't have much access to Wi-Fi. They basically work purely on data. So once we get on, just be aware that we need to be patient because there may be some moments where we need reconnection to happen. But so it's very remote. It's very much, you'll see a lot of wilderness in the background. We're not sure if they'll be outside or inside. It is nighttime there. When we met with him, it was nighttime and they were outside. So we're just going to go with the wonders of the World Wide Web and Wi-Fi and data and, hope that, we're all, it all comes together nicely, but there may be moments of needing to be patient for them to reconnect.
In the meantime, I want you guys to just get a quick introduction to Rabbi Gershom Suzomo. I'm going to share this video with you right now, and it's just going to just give you a little bit of a taste of him and a little of their community. Okay, so
My name is Rabbi Gershom Sizom, and I'm the spiritual leader of the Abayudaya Jewish community of Uganda. Abayudaya is a Luganda word which refers to the Jewish people as the people of Judah. Abayudaya. It is a community of native Ugandans who chose Judaism in 1919. It's not a result of the outside Jewish communities, but it is indigenous that came out of self-motivation. So what makes our community unique is the history. The founder of this community, Shma Koleinu, read the Christian Bible, which the Christians had given him as a tool for converting people to Christianity. So when he read the Bible, he found out that the Torah, or the 5 books of Moses, spoke more to him because it contained a direct word of God to the people of Israel. So Shma Koleinu fell in love with Torah and taught the same to the people of our community. By the end of 1919, one by one of our people had converted to Judaism, and there were about 8,000 followers who were willing to observe Torah and also began to observe Shabbat every week and to also observe the laws of Kashrut. The community faced many challenges after the death of Shma Koleinu in 19.
So we're just going to give you guys a little bit of an introduction to the Abayudaya. And in the meantime, while we're waiting for Rabbi Sizomo, Ali is going to share with you a little bit of information about our passport page.
So Holly, can you share your screen? So everybody should have, we have this in the link. Is that where it is? Is in the chat? Someone?
Oh, sorry.
It's not in the chat. I couldn't get it into the chat.
Oh, so it's not in the chat.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll see what we can do with this. But what we would like you guys to do once you have received this is to print it out for your children and to let them color it and decorate it. And then, Holly, can you scroll down to the bottom? And then spend a minute to, once we've learned, to write, today I learned that I'm like the Jews in Uganda because, and to write a little something about what you've learned. It doesn't have to be long, but something that you'll have as a memory of it. And then families, if you can take a picture of it and send it into CSK, we'd love to be able to have those going forward.
And we want you to collect all the passports when we go to different countries.
Right.
So you'll have a booklet of all the different countries we visit.
Right. So that way you'll have, a good number of places you can say that you visited with Journey this year.
I'm going to share this with y'all in just a moment. Okay. Now we're going to share this. Everyone. Boy, I wish he would join us. Go. Okay, it's coming to y'all as a JPEG. Let me know if you can't open that. I just posted it in the chat. All right, well, in the meantime, let's go back to our PowerPoint and let's sing. You know what? Sometimes we have to keep everybody muted, but sometimes it's fun to unmute everybody. And even though it's not exactly in unison, it's okay. It's okay. So somebody getting the person who entered the waiting room? Margie? Okay. Amen. 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 Yisrael Chai. Amen. 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 Yisrael Chai. Unmute yourself. Amen. 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 Yisrael Chai. Amen. 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 Yisrael Chai. Oh, Rabbeinu Chai. Oh, Rabbeinu Chai. Oh, Rabbeinu Chai. Oh, Rabbeinu Chai. Very nice, you guys. Very nice. We're going to wait for, hopefully, we're going to have Rabbi Suzomo join us. But now we're going to come back to a few of our Journey favorites. And now we're going to actually mute everybody again. If we could have everybody muted. And I'm going to share with you our song that helps us remember. Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on.
While we're here in Hebrew school, we're going to have some fun and sing the Hebrew alphabet, a song for everyone. It's going to be quite simple, because all you'll have to do is sing the letters after me. Then I'll sing after you.
All right, now let's start from the beginning.
The letters through school, we're going to have some fun and sing the Hebrew alphabet, a song for everyone. It's going to be quite simple.
Oops.
'Cause all you'll have to do is sing the letters after me. Then I'll sing after you. Aleph, Bet, Vet. Aleph, Bet, Vet. Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet. Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet. Yud, Kaf, Chaf. Yud, Kaf, Chaf. Lamed, Mem, Nun. Lamed, Mem, Nun. Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei. Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei. Tzadik, Kuf, Resh. Tzadik, Kuf, Resh. Shin, Sin, Kaf. Let's learn the alphabet. Simple as it can be. You'll learn the alphabet if you sing the letters after me. Each letter has a name and a sound that it always makes. Now let's sing the special chorus. We'll have fun, it will not bore us. It's the Aleph, Bet. Aleph, Bet, Bet. Aleph, Bet, Bet. Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Gimel, Dalet, Hey. Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet. Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet. Yud, Kaf, Chaf. Yud, Kaf, Chaf. Lamed, Mem, Nun. Lamed, Mem, Nun. Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei. Samech, Ayin, Pei, Fei. Tzadik, Kuf, Resh. Tzadik, Kuf, Resh. Shin, Sin, Kaf. Let's try it
Bet.
Aleph, Bet,
Gimel,
Bet,
Dalet,
Gimel, Dalet, Hey,
Bet.
Vav, Zayin, Het, Het, Yud, Kaf,
Vav,
Chaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samach, Ayin, Pei, Pei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Shin, Tav. Each letter has a name, and a sound it always makes. Together they're the alphabet, the Aleph Bet.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, I think that they must be having some big connection problems
Yeah.
in Uganda. And so we're going to still hold out, hope that he's going to come join us. But I wanted to do something with the children. I'm bringing up this whiteboard here. And what I want you to do, kids, is I want you to find just wherever you ask the adults around you, or where everybody grab a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil or a paintbrush. Doesn't matter. Something that you can make lines with. So go grab a piece of paper and a pen. Okay? And we are going to write in Hebrew the word Abudaya. And I'm going to show you how it's real simple. And we can do that with only the first 5 letters of the Aleph Bet. We can do that really simply. All we need is an Aleph, and we need a Bet, and we need a Daled, and we need a Yud, and we need a Hey. So first I want you to do this. First I want you to write an Aleph and a Bet and a Daled and a Yud and a Hey. Now, my handwriting isn't particularly excellent, especially with this thing, but here's how you do it. You first write an Aleph, you start at the upper left side, upper left corner, and you draw a line. And then you draw another short line right here. So it kind of looks like a backward Y. And then you draw another line here. Oops. Well, it's a little bit crooked, my Aleph, but it's still, that's an Aleph. To write a Bet, you write like this. So you make like this, like a right angle like this. And then you bring a line here and you put a dot in the middle to make a B sound. And then to make a Daled, you just have a line across, and then you put a line here. See, there's that space in between. There's a little, it hangs over. And then a Yud is really simple, just a little thing like that. And then a Hey. The Hey, you want to pay attention, there's a space there. So first of all, can I ask, does anybody want to show us what they've done, what they've written so far? Here, let's see. Let's show us, put it up in front of the screen. Excellent, you guys. Really, really good. Really, really good. Excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to write Abudaya in Hebrew. So we have an Aleph, we have a Bet, we have a Daled, we have a Yod, we have a Hey. Okay. So you're going to now take. You're going to take your Aleph, and you're going to put this vowel underneath. It looks like a T, right? So now that makes an ah sound. And then you're going to, oh, I realized I gotta fix this a little bit. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's one other letter we need. We need a vav. So we put a vav there. And if we put a dot in the middle there, that makes an oo sound. So now we have ah, because an aleph doesn't make a sound unless it has a vowel. So ah, that's an ah vowel right there. Ah. And then this is a bet, and it makes a b sound. And then this vav right here with the dot in the middle makes an oo sound, like Winnie the Pooh, ooh, choo, you, moo, right? So this is boo. This is a bet, b, plus an oo is boo. So ah, boo. And then we have a yud. And we have a little ah sound under it. So we have ah, boo, ya. And then, oh, and I'm forgetting actually, it's abu daya. It's not abu yadaya. Okay. All right. So we actually didn't need that. We need this right here. We need a dalet. So we need ah, boo. Now, what do we put under here? What do you think? We need a da. So what do we need to put under here? The same thing as here. Ah, so da, abu da, ya. So we need the yud again. And then we have a hey here, which is actually silent. So there it is. Ah, boo, da, ya. All right, everybody do that. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and write boo, da, ya. And to make sure you have a dot inside this bet here, a dot inside this vav here, so it makes an oo sound. Remember the dalid hangs over a little bit. It's almost like there's a dent here. Hangs over a little bit. Da, ya. All right, go ahead and write that, and let's see. I want you to show us what you've done. Okay. All right, let me see, everybody. Show us what you've done. Lucky, let's see. Walker, hold up a little closer so we can really see. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. So so Walker, next time write from right to left instead of left to right. Okay? Yeah, because Hebrew goes from right to left. Very good, Ben.
It's probably a mirror, Rabbi. I bet she wrote it left to right.
Oh, that could be true. Okay.
Mirror image.
That might be true.
Holly,
Yeah.
is somebody in the waiting room?
I can't see. I'm no longer host.
No.
Okay.
There isn't. Yeah. Good job, you guys. Does anybody have any questions about that? Did anybody have any trouble with that? You got it well? You got it good? How about, so those 5 letters that you just wrote, you can write lots of things with those 5 letters. If you had an aleph like this and a bet, and you put another aleph in, like this, and another aleph, and you had 2 of the ah vowels, you get ah, ba, which means dad or daddy or father, right? That's the word abba. And well, I could do this for a while, but let's go back to our PowerPoint, and we're gonna make Shabbat. I'm afraid that our friend Rabbi Suzomo has run into some pretty challenging Wi-Fi issues or connection issues, because he told us an hour ago that he was ready to get on with us, and I just think that maybe I'm not, I don't know what happened to him. I'm really sorry, but it is still really worth remembering what we've learned here today. Yes, I will post the video to the. I will post the link to the video of the Buddha. Actually, I'll do it right now. I'll share that in the chat. This is a great video, especially parents if you're interested, and adults. There's a lot of videos online that I would encourage you to check out about the Abu Daya. But in the meantime, let's make Shabbat. Okay. Okay. A minute, sorry. Okay. Don't worry. Great. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu v'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Mwah. Good Shabbos for our practice of our Shabbos. And would someone like, hey, Miss Lori, will you do the Kiddush? You unmute yourself and just chant the Kiddush. You gotta unmute.
Okay, 1 second. Let me grab a wine glass.
Oh, okay. I encourage you kids to practice writing out Abu Daya a bunch of times, because it's a cool word, and also because it's a great, easy way to relearn those 5 letters. All right, Lori, hold up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafet.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Thank you, Miss Lori.
You're welcome.
And then Mr. Harry, will you do the motzi? Wait, you're muted, Harry.
This is my substitute for the bread.
Awesome.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Amen.
Tasted like cardboard.
Well, This is a song that some of you may be familiar with. Others it may be brand new to. But it is a fun song that's all about how there are Jews everywhere, even if we can't connect with them right now. But it goes like this. Wherever you go, there's always someone Jewish. Now you try. Wherever you go, there's always someone Jewish. You're never alone when you say you're a Jew.
You're never alone when you say you're a Jew.
So when you're not home and you're somewhere kind of newish.
So when you're not home and you're somewhere kind of newish.
The odds are don't look far because they're Jewish too.
The odds are don't look far because they're Jewish too.
Some Jews live in tents and some live in pagodas.
Some Jews live in tents and some live in pagodas.
And some Jews pay rent because the city's not free.
And some Jews pay rent because the city's not free.
Some Jews live on farms in the hills of Minnesota.
Some Jews live on farms in the hills of Minnesota.
And some Jews wear no shoes and sleep by the sea.
And some Jews wear no shoes and sleep by the sea.
Amsterdam, Disneyland, Tel Aviv, oh, they're miles apart. But when we light the candles on Sabbath Eve, we share in the prayer in each of our hearts. Da 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 da. And some Jews wear some
Jews wear hats.
And some Jews wear sombreros.
And some wear keffiyehs to keep out the sun.
Some Jews live on rice and some live on potatoes.
Some Jews live on rice and some live on potatoes.
Or waffles, falafels, or hamburger buns.
Or waffles, falafels, or hamburger buns.
Everything together. Amsterdam, Disneyland, Tel Aviv. Oh, they're miles apart. But when we light the candles on Sabbath Eve, we share in the prayer in each one of our hearts. Da 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 da. Wherever you go, there's always someone Jewish. You're never alone when you say you're a Jew. So when you're not home and you're somewhat kind of newish, the odds are don't look far, because they're Jewish too. The odds are don't look far, because they're Jews just like you. So the Jews of Uganda are a people who I told you they've been Jewish for about 100 years. Their leader decided that Judaism would be the religion of their tribe. And he didn't force anybody, but he decided that would be his religion. And then he invited them all to become Jewish. And then they did that. And they've been a Jewish community in Uganda, Africa, for 100 years. And they did it most of the time without any support from the world around them. It was only maybe 25, 30 years ago when Jews from America went to Uganda, met them, and really started helping support their community, because they have been a community that's really been held together by faith and by a sense of support and purpose with each other. But they hadn't really known any teaching from outside of Uganda, except for through the books that they were able to get a hold of. They're also a tribe in Africa that is not in a very wealthy. They're not a wealthy people. So they are mostly farmers. They're mostly what they call subsistence farmers. They grow what they eat, and they have. But over the past years, under Rabbi Suzomo's leadership, they really have improved their lives a tremendous amount. And I want you to know, most importantly, no matter whatever you take from this morning, and I'm sorry we couldn't connect with Rabbi Suzomo. I think that's part of the challenge. There are not a lot of Jews in Uganda I don't know the exact amount of Jews. I imagine there's 8 villages that make up the Abudaya. But actually, are there parents? Parents, do your children have questions that you'd like, they'd like to ask that you could put into the chat? Or if you want, we could actually, you can put your hand up. Yeah, then you can raise your hand. Lucky, do you have a question? Or Walker, or Sammy, or Joseph, or Matthew? Anybody have a question? Or Sylvie? Any questions?
Lucky has a question.
Lucky, yes.
You want me to say it? Lucky wants to know how many Jews in Disneyland.
How many Jews in Disneyland? That depends probably on the day. I can tell you this. There are probably a lot more Jews on Christmas at Disneyland.
It dovetails well into how many Jews in the Abudaya and how many Jews in Africa.
Yeah, so I don't know the exact number. I know that there had been lots of Jews in different parts of northern Africa. Most of those Jews no longer live there, and there's a very large Jewish community in South Africa. And then there's just a small number of Jews throughout Africa. I mean, a very, very, very small number. And in Uganda, in the Budaya, I know they have 8 villages. I'm sure it's several thousand people, but I don't know exactly the number.
If they look at the flyer we created with those photos, they're all very recent photos, and they all show, a good community, a good Jewish community, at least within Rabbi Gersham's congregation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're very active and involved. I mean, it's really the center of their lives. Anybody have any questions? No? Okay.
We do hope that we'll be able to make this happen. Of course, we're dealing with an issue now. So if you have questions that you might want to have answered, you can always send those, and when we can rejoin with this kind of program, then we can get those questions answered.
And in the meantime, we're going to have one more lesson because I've got you.
Hey, Rabbi Scott.
Yeah.
Maybe if you don't get them now, maybe sometime when you can get them, you can record it and then share it with us.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask him to do, is that maybe he can put together a video message.
Yeah.
We can also teach you how to say. Oh, we did learn how to say hello. Correct.
Right.
Oh, we did.
Oliotia. Right, everybody? Oliotia. That's right. And and their language is Luganda. So it rhymes with Uganda. So you can say Luganda.
Do they have Journey there?
Do they have Journey there? Well, we're introducing it to them. So.
But I think they have religious school.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. They do have classes and programs just like you guys do.
They have bar mitzvahs.
Yeah.
The high holidays, they celebrate Sukkot and everything else.
Right, they do.
Just like
all of that. That's right. Are there other questions? So I have an idea. Since we're recording this, maybe we all could send greetings to them in this recording. So first of all, let's all unmute ourselves, and let's say at the count of 3, we're going to all say Oliotia. Okay, I know it'll be not in total sync, but everybody unmute yourselves. Everybody unmuted?
Is that funny?
I hear you. Okay. So we're gonna say. So repeat after me. Oleo.
Oleo.
Tia.
Tia.
Right. So I'm gonna say. I'm gonna count to. I'm gonna count to shalosh. Right. Okay. Echad, shtayim, shalosh, and then when I say shalosh, everybody's gonna say oleo tia. Okay. Here we go. Echad, shtayim, shalosh. Excellent. Now, can I just ask if anybody would like to just say something nice or send a message to our friend Rabbi Suzomo and the community of Abu Daya?
Have a good day.
Very nice. Thank you. Who else would like to say something? Sylvie, what would you like to say?
Okay, he's calling your name.
Okay, I think we should.
Okay.
Look, what? It's not she looking for.
A greeting. What do you want to say to them?
I think I hope they get better because of COVID-19. It's really hard right now. I hope they start having better lives.
Okay.
I hope they start the start of this is like they can have better lives now. You know.
Well, I think they have pretty good lives already, but I think that we all wish each other.
All of Africa is really struggling right now. In this,
okay.
Because of COVID, they
know
they can't go to grocery stores like they used to, and they can't go to other places like they used to. So it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's a little bit different, but okay. Okay. Who else? Would anyone like to say something?
Or ask
Sammy
a
and
question.
Joseph. What?
Or ask a question that they want to have answered.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, I saw in the video that you showed that they had a Torah.
Yeah.
I would love to know, how did they get the Torah? How did they acquire Torah? And I saw all those Hebrew books. So how did they get those? Great.
Yeah. Cool. Others? Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, no. Sharon, I thought you were holding up your hand, but it was your foot.
How many
Any questions from the Blooms? No? Oh, yes.
I think we're all set. We don't have any questions over here, but we look forward to meeting him today.
Yes, we do too. Yeah. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. It's been a good class either way.
Okay, cool.
I appreciate it.
Cool. You're absolutely welcome. Anybody else?
I want to know how many languages they speak.
Okay. Well, I know that Gershon speaks English, Hebrew, and Luganda. Probably more.
I believe a couple others as well.
That's not Boxcar. That's a caboose.
All right. Well, I'm going to move back to our
That's a passenger car.
our PowerPoint and bring us to a little bit of a conclusion. Okay. All right. Every time we gather to pray, there comes a point when we choose to say that we remember the ones who are no longer with us, living our lives like they lived is the way they still teach us. And so we take a moment in time and picture them watching us, smiling, they shine. In our hearts and our minds, they remain there in love. Like a shadow, their lives guide us from above. And this is a time when we think about people who have passed away, people who are no longer with us, grandparents, parents, friends, people whose memory really brings us blessing and inspiration. And so when we gather together, we always remind ourselves of them. And then we sing these words. Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Once again, I really am sorry about our inability to connect with Rabbi Suzomo, but we will try to make it happen another time, even if we're not doing this particular Jewish geography for Uganda. But we're definitely going to invite him again, and we'll try to fix it and hopefully be able to do it much more easily. Thank you to Ali, who helped get us this far, but unfortunately she's not able to fix worldwide web issues. Be well, everybody. Have a good week. And we will continue to sort of reinvent and reimagine how we connect with you all via Zoom on Journey. And I wish you all well and good health and everything else.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good week.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
Have a sweet week.
All right.
Bye.